Oh my god. That's so, so bullshit. Boom. Back at it again. I believe this is attempt number 6 of the Little Nightmares Hard to the Core trophy, where you have to beat the game within an hour and not die once. And tragically, there's a lot of stupid places to die. Of course, the game is set up uh, in quite an annoying way, where the beginning part of the game is very easy, but obviously, if you don't pay full attention, you're going to die in some really stupid way. And halfway through the game, uh, there is actually two, especially these two sections that are actually quite tense. Uh, and then after that, the game is fairly easy still until two more moments. Oh my god, let me go. And I'm gonna be honest, my patience is already running out, and it's only my second attempt of the day. Because my first attempt, I was not doing anything right. I was just so slow. This part is the first kind of scary part of the run, but I've kind of got a pattern on how to survive it. Like this part, the parkouring in the dark, but it's not very difficult if you pay attention. Here's our first real encounter with one of the main bosses, but it's really not anything to worry about. As soon as I hear him open the other door, I run on that section. And you can sprint infinitely in vents, so that's quite helpful. Then we got the first hunger section, and they're really slow and annoying. Okay, I just ran into a wall. These chains are kind of annoying to grab onto. They lose like a second or two if you mess up. Oh my goodness, climb up. What the fuck are you doing? Uh, Yeah, so I'm about a minute behind how I normally would do it. It was just really slow this time, I guess. I was about to say if that wasn't loading. Surprisingly, you can sprint all the way up the staircase. Let's not miss this one. Fall off the edge. I haven't done that before, but I've seen someone do it. And it looks like after doing that, you would probably want to just eat a bullet or something. I'm gonna get really tired here, but that's fine because we have to grab and pull this so we can recover stamina when doing this. I learned a way to save time. It's only like a second or two, but instead of jumping on that platform and then jumping on the other one, you simply, okay, you don't do that, but we'll settle for it. Oh my god, yeah, that's so slow. What am I doing, man? For the next hunger section. Usually we're done with the janitor at exactly half an hour into the game, I want to say. God, it's slowing me down so much. Uh, yeah, this is the most boring part of the run. Is this section specifically? Because you've got to go do like the slow key unlocking, wait for the elevator, go down the elevator, and then immediately you've got the hunger section afterwards, and then a cutscene, and then another cutscene. So this is definitely the most sluggish part of the run, and it's so boring. Get out! Let me leave! About almost 15 minutes into the run now. My timer says 45 minutes and 15 seconds. But in game, it's probably closer to like, I have 46 minutes left. Alright, my last run ended because I got stuck in the door. That second door that we use as a ladder went down on me, but unlike the first door, it can't crush you, so I just became trapped. Oh my god, I knew I was going to do that one of these runs. Are you fucking joking? I was going to say, he's never just magically decided to hear me when I'm on those towels. This part's a little intense, but it's not that difficult. There is a section like that that is the first truly scary point of the run. Shoe party. I said that every time the shoe came down in all of my attempts, of playing this game, I've said shoe party every time, but of course, didn't matter. Didn't matter because there was no mic. This section, I mean, it'd be stupid if I die here, but I've gotten pretty good at this. At least, like, saving time. You need a big jump there. Then save our sprint, and then use it now. Use our jump to go faster. He's gonna catch up here, but on the elevator, he slows down and stops, so we have time to hide down here. Yawn. Yawn. Yeah, about 18 minutes into the run now. We're kind of on track. So we can run here. Push this over a little bit. Where am I? What the heck? Okay. We have to wait here anyway. Are you fucking kidding me? I was about to say, that's never happened before. He just decides, hey, I'm gonna use my galaxy brain. Oh my god, I missed the drawers. Whatever. Yeah, this room you're completely safe in, even though he's literally crawling right there. You're also safe for a couple seconds. So I kind of do that. Yeah, you're much safer during this section than I think. Fuck you. And once we make it to this door, he can't kill us. Even though he's on his way, I think. Just gotta slide through here, which is a bit slow, but it's okay. Alright, we're almost at the first truly scary section of the run, and it has to do with this piano. Because later on, we're gonna grab a lever that can lift the piano up so we can jump back to the far right side. Don't you fuck with me, game. I died once there on my first ever playthrough of the game. You will not screw me up this time. Yeah. He's here. There's a platform over to the right here. that we have to get to continue on with the game, and we have to bring a crank over into this little slot here. I've never died on this section, but it's always been extremely close. Like, very, very close jumps that I've had to make. So, I'm kind of nervous I will eventually fail. We gotta move over to the right. We got stuck here. Should take priority over that second noise. Then, while he's doing that, we can go through here. And turn on the TV. We can use our sprint all we want. Because we're gonna have to wait here. I don't know if it helps, but I like to crouch once he gets to the door. Okay. This isn't even the scary part yet. We're almost there. We just gotta make it back to the crank. The reason why this is so scary is because the first time we had that crank section, there's a doorway blocking us, and so we can easily see when he's coming, and we don't have to wind it for longer. This one, you have to wind for very long, and there's not like a door in the way. I mean, there is a doorway, but it's not shut. So we have no idea how close he is. Okay, that was by far the best I've done on this section, and I think it's because I actually was patient and continued waiting. Then now, the janitor boss fight is going to be the next hardest section. It is definitely, like, that one is a scary part of the run, but I've never failed it, so it's definitely one of the lighter ones in terms of how scary it is to try and do. I'd say the hardest part of the game is probably either the janitor boss fight or the guest place. And then there's also like the chef's dishwashing section that's scary. And I actually fell down a pit on one of my attempts because I was impatient and I dropped from the door way too early. And we're almost at the elevator section. We've just got this little sneak past we gotta wait. Then we go now. And then here it is. Here is one of the scariest part of the game. Well, not the scariest, I'm not scared, but it's just like, this is where we might mess up the run the most. Yeah. I like to wait up here, drop down, then kind of make my way. Grab! Okay, bail. Bail. Grab! Please, pull, please. Don't kill me this time, please. Okay. Okay. One more. You're done, buddy. You're done. Okay, you gotta do the hand thing, too. Okay, we're actually not at the halfway point. This is actually, we're only 25 minutes in, if my timer's correct. That is one of the that is one of the run breakers. If you're gonna lose a run, I'd say that's probably most likely where it'll end because it's just so finicky. You can't let the arms grab you, obviously, and grabbing that cage is quite annoying. Now we're on to the chef section, which is overall more dangerous than the janitor section, but it's really not quite as bad as his. The janitor section, there's a lot of safety behind it. Like, there's a lot of things you can do that make it basically impossible for you to get caught. We got another hunger section, so everyone get excited for that. Bye, Wrath. What? I don't even know. Oh my god, grab! 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 Oh my god, you are the most pathetic being in the world. Oh my god. Okay, 6. Oh my god. We can't get impatient here, though. Okay. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient. Okay. We don't really have to worry about what happens when we knock that over. This is probably my favorite theme from the game. This ambiance is really creepy and I like it. Like the at the beginning especially. Fish man. We got a fish guy over there. grab? My goodness sakes. We're not in it right now. And now we gotta make it back to the door on the right. Using mostly the same technique. Like, this is what I was talking about. Like, this section is more difficult because they can see you. So you have to hide. But let's not kick open the door. There's things like these keys that are really finicky and kind of annoying, to be honest. We're into the meat section. The meats are kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. That to like pull in, there's like weird invisible walls that like prevent you from moving it, so you have to do it like in a specific way. Or maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. I don't know how that would be, how it would be my fault, but it's totally an option. Like grabbing it is kind of sluggish. And I think you have to go over this like section. If you go off like this left side, there's just like a wall and it blocks you. That's what I'm talking about. Let me try it. Maybe it'll work this time. Okay, it just works, and I can go off of any side of it. Oh, well, that's fine. We're getting closer to the second scariest part of the run. Uh, I have a plan on how to do it, though, so. And it was worked the last two times I've attempted. And this is going to lead us to the freezer. Door, fuck off. About 25 minutes in now. Just according to my timer. Cheese time. Oh yeah, cheese time. Now we gotta wait for him to come up and unlock this door to the left, where we can then and get to the truly difficult part. This section I've done a couple times, so I know I'm free to actually just keep crawling over here. Occasionally he turns around, but it takes him a while to do that. He has like a planned turnaround up here once we get to like this part of the section. So we're just going to be patient. Like once we get to this section, he always goes back here, and I don't want to get caught running into the vent to the left, so we're just going to be patient. And now we're going to go. Going to go through the vent. We're going to save our sprint because we're going to need it. We're going to make a loud noise. Now we're going to go cup of tea. And then now, use the elevator, use the key on the door to the right. And then we hide, and then it's the dishwashing section. Alright, and now it's the dishwashing section, which is a very scary part, because there's two chefs, and we got to deal with both of them at the same time, for real this time. So, hopefully things go according to my plan, which, who knows, so, we just make a break for it, that's the plan, but like there's a specific way I do it. But basically, you just run for your lives and hope they don't notice you. Stand up. Stand up. Okay. Now he's going to walk to the right. If he's consistent. Okay. And now it's time for the real chase. That part, getting to that lever is a very scary part, but then there's the chase, which is something else. It depends on how the chase starts, and you have to land on some plates. And one time I did this, I didn't land on the plates correctly, and so I fell further onto the wood, and it stunned me for so long that I couldn't make it to the table. It was impossible. And so we just gotta hope I actually land correctly. I did. Let's see if I can make it. Let's use our sprint jumps, because we're gonna slide. Okay, now the next hardest section is going to be the guest area. But we've got a lot of tiny, tedious bits of like platforming that are a bit sketchy. They're not difficult, but they're sketchy enough to where you could absolutely die from. This part I think is scripted in that you can't fall off, but I don't want to test it, so I don't jump during this section. And we've got a long ladder here anyway, so It's not like we really have to worry about running out of stamina. Here's where one of those sketchy parts comes in, where we have to jump and grab onto the chair. Guys, see how Guys, on my timer, we've got 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, we grabbed on. Then we got a long section of climbing. Oof. Nerves are getting to me now. Shaking. Imagine if I let go right now. Just something in my brain just shuts off. And we go careening off the edge and die. Epic seagull moment. Okay. And next up, we've got after the guest room, if we are able to survive that, we have the ladies' quarters, which is very, very short, actually. The problem mainly comes from actually doing the boss correctly, which I did do the first attempt on my first playthrough of the game, but then I messed it up afterwards, so I'm still a little bit intense about doing it. Like one of the final steps. Right, I'm gonna run across this room, and I'm going to not run here, because this guy doesn't attack us. But this guy will when we drop the bottle over. Oh my god, he got stuck. That's huge. Makes this less intense. This part is sketchy. I've never died to it, but it's very sketchy, especially the second jump here. Oh my god, see how sketch, so sketch. This part is one of my least favorite parts. This one is a very scary section. I've been just magnetized into these losers' hands sometimes. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, this is the one. I haven't gotten further than this. My first attempt, I died there, and I've never gotten further. This is it, we got this. Just not die in some horrifically stupid way. Oh, that was... Stop it with the wine bottles. What we can do is we can actually save our sprint. This guy notices us pretty early. We can run back. And bounce off of him and run. And then the chef comes. And he chases after us. It doesn't play the chase music, but he actually sees us. So we have to run and hide here. On my timer, we've got 13 and a half minutes. So if there's any time for me to do it, this is it. If I don't make it this time, I'm probably gonna stop. This is like my third attempt of the day or something. I attempted it 4 times first day. Aw, that's okay. Just a couple seconds of time wasted. It's fine. We've got the final chase, which I'm hoping I won't screw myself over when I say this, but is, to me, easier than that other section. Here we go. I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna jump. I'm gonna save. Okay. Okay. And that's it. We just have the ladies' quarters left. We just have to face off against the lady. We've got 12 minutes to do so. That's fine. I've got this. I just cannot die. That's really the main problem. I think I've literally, like, on my first playthrough ever of the game, I'm since I record on the PlayStation 5, I'm restricted to certain amounts unless I live stream. But if I can only do like half an hour of certain recordings, or I can do a full video, which is an hour, which is what I'm going to do to save this clip. Bye, no. Farewell. But I could have sworn last time I finished the guest section, I looked at the time and I had 12 minutes before like the 30-minute timer reset. And so I've done this before. I've beaten the game from here within 12 minutes already. It's just a matter of not dying like I did the first time. I don't know if she can see you, but I ain't about that shit. Probably couldn't. It's probably pretty stupid for me to think, but ladies' quarters is very, very short. There's just a very short chase scene. There's like a sneaking section, a very short chase scene, and then the boss. All of which is gonna make me nervous. Sneaking section should be fine though. I've done it successfully twice. I just won't do anything different, is all. Okay, I'll run into a post and lose the trophy by 1 second. Alright, please, lady, please don't screw with me. I don't know what that box is. Okay. if going slower is what you have to do. Like extra slow. I know you go slow. Okay. I'm not taking any risks. I've got 8.5 minutes left on my timer. Okay, then she leaves. And then we got that chase scene, and then we've got the mirror boss. Both of which I've died to at least once, so I'm not sure if they're quite as difficult as the other sections, but given how far we've come, there's a running high. Alright. Okay, run. Run, 6, please. Don't die here. Okay. That's the chase section over. Now we're on to the final boss. Final boss, in theory, is very easy. Stay in the light and point the mirror at her. But it's very stressful because you have to pay attention to where the light is and then where she's coming from. And so it begins. Please, please, please. I swear, I will kill you if that does not work. Okay. Come on, come on. I gotta be ready for anything. I think like 2 more times. Come on. I think 1 more time. We've got 5 minutes. Come on. Please. Done. You are done. You are done. You are done. You are done. This is done. Hard to the core. You are done. It is game over. You shall perish. Imagine there's a way to die in this section, like one of the planks just falls over, like through the floor, and I just die. You're done. You're done, lady. I don't even know who you are. Die. Die! Farewell, lady. Farewell. boom, and the game's done. Imagine like my timer is like an hour, but like the PlayStation recording hour isn't the same, so I just miss the beginning of it. That would be lame, but I'd accept that. I'd accept that. Oh,
Can I talk to you for a minute?
can you give me a couple minutes?
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now I think we have to finish this section, and we'll be all good to go. Boom. There's the trophy. Oh. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. And then we got the gnomes. The gnomes. Hooray. Yippee.